What a beautiful day to stay inside.
I guess I could just make a video, but I feel like I just Yeah, I should probably make a video. This is so boring. I mean, look. Blue. It's so boring. You know what? It's time to change it. Say goodbye. It is no more blue. Oh no, the white background's back. I mean, who needed the blue background? Nobody liked the blue background. Everybody liked the white background, right? Right? I mean, who doesn't like white? It has so much character to it. I mean, it's so much better than blue. But you know what? I could just do a review without me in the beginning. It's proven people watch the reviews for the engine that's in it and not for the skit at the beginning, right? Right? Well, how about no review? Yeah, no review. Instead, oh, I could work on that movie I'm supposed to be doing. I don't really want to work on that movie. But what I could do, I could put that off and not worry about it. You know what? That sounds like a great idea. How about instead of that, I do a crossover. Everybody loves crossovers. I could bring Ted back. Oh yeah, Ted already came back. Well, there goes my element of surprise. I probably should just end here. You know what? I should do a crossover. Because the best things about crossover, you only have to do half the work. You can force the other person to do the work. But who could I do a crossover with? Oh, I know. I can look at the very useful, very helpful Thomas Wooden Railway Community Wiki.
Alright, this should be easy to select. I'm sure I can narrow it down to one per.
Maybe it's best I don't do a crossover. Alright, so no review, no crossover, no movie. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. You know what? Now would be the perfect time for someone to come in here and make a cameo and tell me what this video is going to be about. I said, now would be the perfect time for someone to come in and make a cameo to tell me what this video will be about. I'll do it myself. Alright, Stanley, I gave you your own series. How about it's time you give me an idea? Now you decide not to talk? How do I go on? Just an empty room. All I have are memories. I need a task to do. Someone give me a task to do. I need a... What is this trash? Why would I be cursed with this thing? Or maybe it was my job all along to review this. Obviously, my reviews were a great success in 2008. Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot. Better, this review will be my King Lear. Alright, on to the backstory. Oh, I have to do a backstory on this?
On the Chuggington wiki page, which by the way is less active than the Thomas Wooden Railway Community Wiki, it states Brewster is a British hybrid diesel. He is an advanced trainee and works with the Chuggineers. He is one of the main characters in the series. Brewster is a young trainee who always likes to make sure everything is working okay. This can slow him down, but he is strong, capable, and reliable. His basis is...
Alright, honestly, who really cares what Chuggington is based on? Yeah, no one. But I will say thank you to whoever edits the Chuggington wiki, because without that, I would have been able to give you that very important information on Brewster. Anyways, we've unfortunately reached the point in the video where I have to open it up. Time to open up Wooden Brewster. Alright, this is taking wooden block to an entire new level. I mean, look at this thing. The face is plastic. Pretty much everything about this is plastic except for the bogey and the back part. And this is actually called Wooden Railway.
Compared to the Brewster you see on TV, well, if you watch it on TV, Brewster should be the size of most diesels in the wooden railway line. My guess is they wanted the main character smaller because Thomas is smaller, and kids enjoy Thomas. As for this model compared to the Thomas Wooden Railway line, because let's be honest, if you have Chuggington then you have Thomas Wooden Railway, this engine is taller than the average Thomas Wooden Railway item. Because of this, it cannot fit into some destinations like Henry's Tunnel. However, Brewster can fit into the special engine shed. It's honestly not too hard to mix Brewster in with the rest of the Thomas Wooden Railway items. This is probably because Tomy makes Chuggington.
Let's talk about Tomy for a second. A couple years ago, I went to the store I go to all the time. And by all the time, I mean maybe once or twice a year. This is a store that's not too close to me, but close enough to where I can make it there once if I'm lucky twice a year. And this was about 2 years ago, I'd say. I went there, and it was a Tomy store that for years would sell Thomas Wooden Railway, and I'd get pretty good deals on Wooden Railway items. However, this time I went in, not a single trace of Thomas Wooden Railway, instead it was all Chuggington. Safe to say I haven't gone there since. Anyways, more recently, I went to Toys R Us one day, and in my Toys R Us they have Thomas Wooden Railway and pretty much everything Thomas on one side, and then on the other side, the same aisle, about half of it is reserved for Chuggington. And usually I don't look over there, but for some reason today I did. And I looked over, and I saw, for one, the prices of Chuggington were very cheap. They were $6. And then it was on sale. I paid for this $4.56. $4.56. At that price, I can only imagine how poorly Tomy has done with Chuggington.
To be honest, Tomy actually did a pretty good job portraying the Brewster we see on TV, with the only big complaint being the size. To me, the biggest problem is the amount of plastic on Brewster. I'm usually one to be okay with plastic on an item, if the plastic is necessary. However, there's just too much plastic on Brewster. Granted, I don't think Brewster could have been made with a wooden face, but so much of this item is made of plastic. And frankly, Tomy's in a tough spot with Chuggington items, as plastic is just needed. Since this is considered to be wooden railway, I just think there's too much plastic on this to truly make it a wooden railway item. And that is probably why Tomy and Chuggington have struggled so much with their wooden railway line. Although Brewster really looks like the one on TV, too much plastic ruins it for me. Since I just can't give this a better grade than any TWR item I reviewed, I give it a 2 out of 10.
Well, there's $4.56 down the drain. But you know what? At least I didn't. I was able to accomplish a Chuggington review. But I know I'll never have to do that again. I will never do another Chuggington review. In fact, I will never review this again. Not for decades, no, not even then. My life was Thomas Wooden. How could Chuggington be so cruel? How can so much be lost so easily? I reviewed my heart out, it does not seem fair. I'll rage until I wither. I'll grow cold and bitter. Thomas. Thomas the Tank Engine, who lives on the island of Sodor. I like this. Helping his friends all day long. Helping his friends all day long. Well, this sure has become the musical number. But like they say, sometimes when you dream, your dreams come true in extraordinary ways. Suddenly a day can be so amazing. And sometimes when you yearn, you burn the air. And then you are not the same. And the world is...
Stop with all the singing.